it's just not normal. I mean, somebody calls you on the phone and they sound down, and all of a sudden you think that it's because of something you did wrong, and then you now start reflecting and internalizing their own emotional states. No, there is nothing, absolutely nothing normal about it. I used to think it was love, that because I loved someone, I was indirectly responsible for their emotional state. And not just even being indirectly responsible for their emotional state, but I also started reflecting their own emotional state and labeling it as mine. I noticed it happened relationship after relationship, and I was like, wait a minute. So let me give you an example. Let's say my partner is having a bad day, right? And then we talk on the phone. I'm like, hello, how are you doing? And I can sense that something is wrong, something is off. Their voice sounds a little, low, and it's not usually the jovial voice that I hear, right? And I'm like, are you okay? And they say, yeah, they are fine, but you know that something is off, but they don't want to open up about it immediately. And instead of you just taking time out to just breathe and be with them in that moment, you're like, oh my God, did I do something wrong? What did I do? Did I offend him? How did this happen? What did I do? And everything circling back in your head is just, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Now, truth be told, this did not just happen only in my relationships. It also happened in my friendships. I would notice that, let's say I want to talk to my friend, and I'm so eager, so excited to talk to my friend, and the moment I hear their voice on the phone and their response, let's say my energy is right up here, and I hear them and their response is like an airplane crashing down, you're like, oh my God, no, what did I do? And instead of you to just be chill, like, what's wrong, what's going on with you, the next thought that is coming to your head is, oh my God, they must be mad at me. Did I do something wrong? So, and truth be told, this did not just happen it wasn't just a one-time thing. It has happened time and time again, and it did not just stop there. When I noticed that their mood is off and I can't exactly tell why, I would immediately shut down and I would withdraw. I would become quiet and less expressive, even though I know that whatever is going on with them has nothing to do with me. That used to be my natural response. So if you relate to this, just sit tight. We're about to go on a journey today, okay? So being the inquisitive weirdo that I am, and I love researching on weird things, I decided that, you know what, whatever is happening to me right now, I know that this is not normal, okay? I cannot be carrying an emotional baggage that was never mine to begin with. Not because I don't want to sympathize or have empathy for my friend, but because it's just not normal. I mean, somebody calls you on the phone and they sound down, and all of a sudden you think that it's because of something you did wrong, and then you now start reflecting and internalizing their own emotional states. No, there is nothing, absolutely nothing normal about it. And so I went on researching, and you would not believe what I found out for the both of us. Now, truth be told, like, I think you can already get from what I have been saying since morning that this is something that I am still trying to figure out. This is something that I am still dealing with, but I am now dealing with it in a very healthy way. It's actually called emotional enmeshment, okay? And so this emotional enmeshment happens because, mostly, like I say in most of my mental health related videos, it always stems from childhood. And if you have not watched the video I made on childhood emotional neglect, you should check it out, okay? That video is very helpful, trust me. And so, like I said, it always stems from childhood. And I don't exactly want to start boring you with my childhood stories, but there is something that happened during my childhood, or I think it actually is generic, that happens maybe not to all children, but I do know that when we are kids, right, we want to please our parents, we want to make our parents happy, we want to make our elder ones happy, we just want to be that source of joy for them, right? But for me to actually do this, when I was small, I noticed that before, whenever I entered a room that people were already in, and probably they were having a discussion or everyone was just silent, and I wanted to make everybody in the room happy and make everybody jovial and all of that, I first had to study their moods. And so I would literally study the emotional temperature of every single person in the room, and then I would use the feedback that I get in my head from, let's say, okay, my elder brother is here, he doesn't look like he's in the mood, and then my other brother, and then my mom. I would study the mood of every single person in the room, and I would use that to decide the kind of emotional expression that I want to bring in the room at that moment. And I'm like, This happened so many times and it made me become hyper vigilant. And so I became too much of an observer. I became punctilious. So let's even say that you did not even try to please everybody in the room and mirror their own emotional expressions, but you were regarded as mature when you were young because you used to suppress your own emotions just so you could accommodate someone else's. My darling, my darling, my darling, this is why you are emotionally enmeshed. This is why they were deceiving you when you were small, that you are so mature now. Anyways, if you relate to any of these experiences during childhood, you might come up with the conclusions that, okay, for you to feel safe, for you to feel loved, for you to feel accepted, then you have to take on the emotional state of the people that you love. I'm here to tell you that you are wrong. You are 100% wrong. I was also wrong. We were all wrong. I mean, at least if you relate to that anyways, we were wrong. And so if you feel like you need to walk on eggshells whenever you notice that your friend is not in a happy state, or you begin to internalize other people's heaviness, or feel rejected when someone close to you is having a bad day, we're about to go on a journey today, okay? We're about to go on a journey. Now, the first thing I need you to do, the first thing that has helped me, every single time, it's not just once it happens. Every single time you notice this, the first thing you need is awareness. What did I say? Awareness. You actually need to be aware. Last week, something like this was about to happen. My friend was having a hard day, and all of a sudden, I saw that I was about to begin catastrophizing. I was about to start asking all these questions like, did I do something wrong? Does this have to do with me? And I'm like, young lady, take a deep breath, calm down. This has nothing to do with you. Like, why are you trying to bring meaning to something that doesn't have any meaning at all? Why are you trying to create a scenario in your head that has nothing to do with you, and then how you show up from there on out is just relating to whatever it is, the conclusion that you have drawn up in your head, which is false, absolutely false. It's always false. Trust me, it's false. It's never true. The moment I realized that I was about to start catastrophizing, I was just like, girl, you need to calm down, okay? This is not about you. In as much as I love my friends and I would want for them to be in such a healthy and stable emotional state, I understand that they're probably going through something right now, and this, whatever it is that they're going through, which they have not opened up to me about, has nothing to do with me. Therefore, I refuse to take on this emotional baggage. I would be there for them. I would support them in the capacity that they need me to, but I would also set that boundary and not let this, whatever their emotional state is at that point in time, I would not let it become my own. Like, I would not take it on, because really it's not even helping. Your friend is in a down state, then because they're in a down state, you will now become in a down state. Who is going to cheer who up? Let me confess to you, whenever I notice that something is off and my brain is about to go into an overgeneralizing mode and catastrophic mode, I just always affirm myself, like, this is not about me, and I refuse to take on this emotional weight. But the truth is that even after I say this affirmation that this is not about me, I refuse to take on this emotional weight, I'll be there for my friend, but I will not mirror whatever it is that they're going through, and all of that, even after I say this the first time, it doesn't go away. So I have to say it multiple times. Now, please, I need you to understand the context very clearly. I am not saying that whenever your friend is angry with you, or you have offended your friend, or you have offended your partner in a relationship, you should not be saying affirmations that you're not responsible for how they feel. That's not what I'm saying, no. This is only applicable in a situation whereby your loved one basically is having a bad day, is having a really hard time, and they have not opened up to you about what is going on with them. Then you can safely say this affirmation that whatever it is that they are going through is not about you, and you refuse to make it about you. This is not an excuse for you, and you now say that, oh, because you offended your friend and you don't want to apologize, you can say affirmation and excuse yourself. Go apologize. Come on, go apologize. So basically, you noticing what I just said is you have to notice, you have to be aware, and then when you become aware, instead of catastrophizing, I'm advising you to just say affirmations. Actually, this is what I do. So I'm just telling you what I do, what I've started doing from my research that I've done. I say affirmation, and I say it multiple times, because truth is, I don't feel better the first time after I say it. I still feel a type of way, and I keep saying it till I'm like, okay, yes, this is now ingrained in my head that this is not about me. And it's not that you would not be there for your friend, but it's that you are deciding that while you want to be there for your friend, at the same time you would give them the space that they need, while simultaneously refusing to personalize their mood. Second thing I'd say you should do, or that I have done, or that I am still doing, practicing along the way whenever this experience springs up, is to pause before reacting. While having a conversation with the said person, let's say your partner in a relationship, your boyfriend or girlfriend, I don't know, your husband, your wife, whoever the person is, while you are having a conversation with this person, you can be tempted to ask the question, oh, did I do something wrong? Did I offend you? Please don't do that. Don't ask that question. Don't embarrass us. Please don't do that. I would not advise you to do that. And so whenever, and usually this thing, to be very honest, at least from my own perspective, I'm just sharing from my own experience, this usually happens on the phone call conversations. In real time, I don't even want to know what it would look like in real time. But then let's say you call your friend over the phone, and then you can tell that your loved one is sounding down. Instead of you to ask immediately, what did I do wrong, or how can I fix this? How can you fix something that you did not start? But wait, instead of you asking that weird question, immediately you notice that something is off, and you ask them, are you okay? And they say they are fine. They don't exactly want to open up immediately, and they have the right not to open up immediately, okay? Nobody is like obliged to really share whatever it is that they're going through. Some people just need their own space before they open up, and that's absolutely fine, okay? And so if your loved one is that kind of person that still needs a little time before they share whatever is going on with them, immediately you notice that something is off, you need to pause, like take a deep breath. Like, instead of you just overthinking and start asking, oh my God, did I do something wrong? Did I hurt you? Take a deep breath, and it's in that moment of silence that you give yourself that you can create space, that you can create a boundary between their own emotional experience at the time and what your response would be. Hear what I'm saying? This is not you shutting down or withdrawing. It's just you noticing that their mood is off, and then you take a deep breath. Like, it's in that moment of silence where you take a deep breath that you can remind yourself that, okay, you can choose how to respond, and you refuse to be controlled by this very moment. It's in that slight break that you give yourself the permission to not abandon yourself and to exist as you and not them in that moment. Do you understand? You don't have to immediately jump in. You don't have to immediately want to fix them. You don't have to internalize whatever it is they are going through. You need to take a deep breath and calm down. Pause. It's okay to pause over the phone. Pause and take a deep breath so you can respond from a calm place and not from a place of overwhelm. Do you understand? Good. Another thing is learn how to sit with discomfort. Now, see, and this one has been a struggle for me. One of the reasons why we actually personalize other people's moods is because we don't know how to sit in discomfort. We don't know how to sit with tension. It makes us feel unsafe. Immediately, I'm talking about myself now. Immediately I notice that something is off, I would just want to shrink myself. I just want to disappear from that situation. Even when whatever is going on has nothing to do with me. I don't like it. It's uncomfortable. It's a lot. I don't have the emotional capacity to handle emotional tension, and I'm trying and I'm learning, okay? I'm on this healing journey, so be patient with me too. But part of healing on this journey would actually mean learning to sit with discomfort, and this is not you shutting down. Don't misunderstand me. Learning to sit with discomfort is not you shutting down, and it's not you pretending that everything is okay when everything is not, okay? At the same time, it's not also you ignoring or choosing to ignore the other person's pain in that situation. It's just you learning how to be present with your body in that state where you know that, okay, there is tension, but you still choose to be present instead of disappearing and freezing. For me, my go-to emotional response used to be freeze. Immediately I notice that something is off, and everywhere chaos, blah blah blah, I just freeze. Like, I disconnect. I am disconnected from the whole situation. You would not find me. Like, I would be there, but no emotional response, no emotional expression. I'm just numb all of a sudden. This is not healthy. Not healthy. Learning to sit with discomfort when it comes to emotions is learning to be present with your body in that moment without you shutting down, without you freezing, because I used to freeze. And so instead of internalizing whatever it is that they are going through in that moment, you just have to take a step back. See, this thing is just, you just need to pause before you respond. Pause before you do anything. Take a step back and ask yourself just one simple question before you shut down. Just one simple question. Ask yourself, what exactly do I feel right now? It's in that moment where you notice and where you are able to put a word, maybe not a word, but when you're able to describe whatever it is you are feeling, then you can now remind yourself that, okay, I am feeling this way right now, but this has nothing to do with me. While I would be present for my loved one, I still refuse. I would not say because my loved one is sad, throughout today I will be sad. Why? You can be an empath, but that's not empathy. That's emotional enmeshment, and it's not healthy. So if you ever had it in your head that, oh, it's love, it's not love. It's not love. It's even a form of codependency. Okay? And so, truth be told, when it comes to relationships, romantic friendships, there are some people, like I've said before, that would not want to share immediately whatever it is they are going through. For people like this, you have to understand them and be patient with them. Be calm with them. In your patience is also your presence. But in that your presence, you also have to be present with yourself while you are present with them. Do you understand? Sincerely, the most loving thing you can do for anybody that you love, the most loving thing you can do to support anybody is to just be with them whenever they let you in. And if they don't let you in, if they don't tell you whatever it is that is going on with them, my dear, respectfully step back. Respect yourself and just take a step back. It's not by force. You have to learn how to be okay with not like being the person to fix them, because what are you trying to fix? So yes, you can support someone without abandoning yourself in the process. That's just a major message. If at all you have anything to take away from this video, remember I said you can support someone without abandoning yourself in the process. Capish? Capish pish? Comprendes? We've come to the end of this video. I really hope it helped you. I really hope you enjoyed it. Like I said before, you're not alone. It's the both of us. We are on this healing journey together, and so if this experience is actually something that you relate to so much, don't feel down. Don't feel like there's nothing wrong with you. You are just trying to heal and trying to create space for yourself and exist while also still being present in your relationships and showing up in a healthy way. Okay, so really, if this video was helpful for you, subscribe, like, share, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.